Mi ringrazio altra volta per il professore Franco Fusi, un buonissimo amico di tutti gli artisti e tutti i colleghi von Medizin, and now I am speaking in English. So, Collegium Medicorum Theatri was founded 50 years ago in Mexico City, and as you see here in this slide, we have very wonderful members that founded this idea. This idea was proposed by Hans von Leden, and it was on the Congress of International Federation of Otolaryngologists in Mexico City in '59. And as you see here, there were very distinguished members from all over the world. So, and Dr. Giuseppe Bellusi from Rome, Italy, was also one of the founders. But you see here many famous names of the most distinguished voice specialists in the world at that time. And now we have in some of the members here in the pictures. Hans von Leden was who proposed this collegium. And of course, there were many other members like you see here. So the purposes of this collegium is to be open to all the world. And mainly the ComeT members are very expertise and very distinguished members of the voice societies all over the world who are really in touch with the conservatories, with the opera houses, with the theaters, and with the education of artistic voice. One of our purposes is to encourage the scientific investigation of the physiology and pathology of the artistic voice, mainly singers and actors, but also all kinds of artistic voice activity. And of course, we need to have exchange, personal exchange between the members and also for all the society, for all the voice societies, to exchange knowledge and ideas. And because Collegium Medicorum Theatri is a collegium, so we have to be discussing all the time the most important issues of the artistic voice. And also we have among our members, we can have meetings every year. Every 2 years we have an own meeting, but these meetings are open to everybody, to all the world. The speakers are the members of the collegium, but everybody can assist. So we shall invite you all, Italy and all the world, to come and exchange ideas with us. And this is a very important point to facilitate the referral of singers and actors to some colleagues, for example, in Japan, in Mexico, in Ravenna, in Milano, in London, in New York, to refer some of our patients, singers or actors, to somebody that we know there is going to be in a good charge. And of course, in our webpage, we are going to have all our data. We have already our names, but the thing is to facilitate this referral and also to develop educational activities. So as we know, the purposes are already here, and we have been sharing 50 years, for example, in this wonderful group of 88 in East Germany, in East Berlin, with Professor Wendler and Seidner. They made a wonderful ComeT meeting in the opera of Komische Oper in Berlin. But also we had many of the distinguished members like Karin Yusen, Minoru Heramnon. We were in Mexico in 2009. We were in Chongqing. Now we are in Ravenna, of course. And also we have been doing all these meetings all over the places because we also have cultural activities and, of course, artistic activities. As you see here, Milan was in 16 and Philadelphia was this year, because this year we are celebrating 50 years of foundation. So we have our first celebration in Philadelphia, then we had it in Copenhagen in the Pan-European Voice Conference, And then we had in Argentina, in the World Congress of Phonosurgery. Now we are here with La Voce Artistica. And we have also to say goodbye to some of our dear members like Minoru Jurano, Manfred Gross, Rafael Garcia Tapia. But also we have honorary members like Ingo Titze from the States. And also this year we had Johan Sundberg from Sweden, Satalov and Richard Steiny from the United States, and Susana Naidich from Argentina. Collegium Medicorum Theatri have two kinds of members. One members are phoniatricians and laryngologists, and the other members are all the voice community, like voice coaches, researchers in voice, speech pathologists, and singing teachers. And next year, our honorary members will be Professor Wendler and Professor Seidner from Germany, and also our dear friend Austin King from the States. But we have many faces here who have done a lot for ComeT, like Guy Cornu from Lyon, and of course also the other members, as you see here, many of the names, London, Finland, of course Germany, and Brazil, Argentina, and Austria, and many other members, as you see here also, with our board. That's me as president, Professor Dr. Shlomi Heratia from Salzburg, Professor Philippe de Jonquière from Brussels, and Dr. Adi Primo-Fiver from Tel Aviv. So we are the board. And as you see here, we are going to have, thanks to Professor Franco Frusi, who of course is also a ComeT member, we are having this program today. But also we are having more celebrations. The next celebration will be in Krakow with Professor Krzysztofiak Istebski. We are having presence in this Pacific Voice Conference. And then we shall have in Florence with Professor Claudia Manfredi and Philippe de Jonquière also a special celebration session. And I would like to say a few words about one of our best singers in Mexico City who have passed away 1 week ago. This is Jose Jose, and he's one of the most important voices in the world. And in the Latin American and Spanish-speaking countries, he was one of the greatest. So everybody has a record of Jose Jose, and he was a popular romantic singer.
Qué triste fue decirnos adiós cuando nos adorábamos más.
So unfortunately, my record is not so good, but I have to comment about him that he has been one of the greatest voices because his quality of the voice is wonderful. He had 4 octaves. He could make all this glissandi in a very harmonious way. He was with a perfect musicality. And well, it's a small tribute from me as his doctor for 30 years to present to you Jose Jose. And all Mexico is celebrating because he gave us a lot of artistry. And our invitation for you for next year is going to be in Leeds, in England. Sorry. And we are having a ComeT meeting, an own ComeT meeting. Everybody is invited. And after Collegium Medicorum Theatri meeting, we shall have 3 days of the meeting, Change for Voice, from the British Voice Association. So you can come and you can share with us your experiences. Change for Voice is for everybody. You can send your abstract. ComeT meeting, as I said, is for ComeT members, but everybody is welcome. And I have a special recognition for the members' work of ComeT with the presentation of Professor Wendler from Berlin. He has in our webpage, and everybody can look at that. It's a very interesting 1.5 century of phonosurgery history. So you can see all the development of 1.5 century of what we shall see in these days of phonosurgery. I thank you very much. Mi ringrazio anche, Professore Franco. Thank you very much.